Hey, my name is HarleyLikesMusic, and today I'm going to show you how to make an 808 style kick bass drum in LSDJ. It's going to sound something a little bit like this. So start by making a new chain, a new phrase, and a new instrument. This one's relatively simple, to be fair. Let's change the play style to manual, because we want a nice constant smooth tone. Change the wave type to a triangle wave. We get a smoother sound. And we'll change the volume to, put the volume at 20 for now. Alright, I get so lost in these menus sometimes. Right, next step, table. To create the initial punch of the 808 kick, what we're going to do is we're going to use an L command to pitch down the note. And we're going to pitch it down by 2 octaves. It's going to hold A and press down twice. That'll make it go down an octave rather than just a semitone. And let's put some notes in there. You can already hear it's got a bit of a punch at the beginning and like a nice smooth tone afterwards. But I think we need to work on that tail a little bit, so let's go back to the table. Because you can't really fade out the wave channel in like a smooth way with any commands. What I decided to do was use a P command to pitch the kick down even further. But because it's only subtle, we're only pitching it down at like the slowest rate that it can pitch down at. It shouldn't affect how the pitch sounds to you, so it shouldn't make things sound out of tune or anything. Especially if you're not playing the note for so long. And also we want to put a H command in here so that we don't, the table doesn't go back up to this section at the top, the transpose section. So let's put in a H command. And we want it to hop to probably 5 because there's nothing in there. So we'll just loop this section here. Let's listen to that. There we go, you're starting to get that kind of like a bit of a trap pattern that in it. So sometimes what I like to do is to add a little bit more punch to that. I mean, it sounds nice as it is, but we can give it some transients. So if you're not sure what a transient is a high amplitude, short duration sound at the beginning of the waveform. So examples of sounds that have these are like, snare drums or kick drums or like plucking on a guitar. And all those add a bit more impact to the sound. They can make the sound punch through a little bit more. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the noise channel to create a click, and then we're going to layer that over when the kick drum plays. Let's create a new train, new phrase, new instrument, and let's put these where the kicks are. First thing I want to do, go into here, table, and it might sound daft, but we're going to put a kill command right at the very beginning, which you might think that it would just create no sound, but there's actually a little bit of time before the first command on the table is played, so you get this little click. And that laid over the top of your 808 kick just gives it a bit more punch. And if you want to add even further to that, you can. What's that? The envelope is A8 at the moment. We change this K command to an E, for example. It's pretty quite low volume. We can kind of add a bit more texture over the sound. Let's try how that sounds. So we need to put a kill command in there so that the table doesn't loop. Oh, missed it. There it is. Let's open the envelope a bit by changing the 1 to a 2. So it doesn't kind of sound that much by itself, but when laid over the kick drum, it adds a lot more. And if it sounds not quite right for you, you can just you can mess around with like the noise shape. Just create a little bit more texture sound. Yeah, I hope that helps some people. It's quite a short one, I think, but yeah, there's a few ideas in there that could help. Yeah, thank you very much. Cheers.